Now that we've been through the full process of the Profile Editor and I/O Device Manager, what happens if I need to make a change? I could modify the databases by hand, but as a best practice, your database should match your profiles. This will make the project easier to maintain later. Let's walk through updating a profile and our databases. As before, the process starts with the Profile Editor. Let's say the change is small. I need to alarm on breaker closed. I'll select this option and save my profile. On the next tab, I'll refresh the tags and export the project. Continuing along, I'll open the I/O Device Manager and manage a single device. This time, I'm going to update my devices. I have two options here. I can either choose one device to update or all devices using a single profile. Since I only have one device at this point, they do the same thing. In practice, it's generally best to update all of them unless you know otherwise. Next, I'll select the profile to update. And the final screen tells me which devices are going to be updated. At the bottom is a checkbox for packing the databases. We'll talk about packing in another video, but just know that after updating or removing lots of devices, you should generally pack, but it's only necessary once you're completely done before compiling and running the project. Now that the update is done, and I can verify that the new tag was added, let's talk about what just happened and why updating can be dangerous. Let me go to my project folder in Explorer. There's a folder here called Profile Instance Configuration, and inside is an XML file, one for every device added. This file contains everything I configured using the I/O Device Manager. When I update the profiles, the I/O Device Manager removed my device, then re-added it using the updated profile and the settings stored here. Why is this a problem? Maybe in the course of commissioning, the IT department changed the IP address scheme, and I made a change in the database. Maybe I realized that breaker close tag needed to be inverted, and I changed its tag address by hand. As soon as I update the profile, all of that is erased. This is why I recommend avoiding manual database modifications to your devices, and if you absolutely must, document your changes so they aren't broken later. Assuming there aren't any of these changes to worry about, this is the process for updating the profiles in your database. It is a long series of steps, and if you miss any of them, if you don't reload your tags or export your profiles, the devices will not be updated. Keep that in mind and document any manual changes you need to make. I'm going to remove this device, and in the next video, we'll see an easier way to add an entire project's worth of devices at once. Until then, thank you.